Hey everyone, welcome back to my Dev Web App channel. Today I'm going to build text-to-speech app in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and will show you how to work with Web Speech API in JavaScript. Let's take a look at this design. As you can see, I have a header, a text area, select, and a button. And now I can provide some text like test my text to speech app and press speak button.
Test my text to speech app.
And also I can choose a voice and let me test this one.
Test my text to speech app.
And also I can change it again.
Test my text to speech app.
And let's go to the code and build our application. And I launched my Visual Studio Code and opened a folder for my JavaScript projects. And now I'm going to start new terminal and will create new project with Vite npm create Vite at latest. And I need to provide project name and it will be text to speech and select vanilla and JavaScript. Now I can navigate to my folder with cd command and install dependencies with command npm install. Okay, and now I can run dev server with command npm run dev and open my project in browser. And for the implementation, I'm going to use Web Speech API and let's build our application and I'm going to open it and change title and I'll provide text to each app and also inside div with ID app I'm going to add h2 tag and provide text to each converter. Okay, and let's add text area and I'll remove name, provide ID, text to speech. And also I can provide rows and make it 5 and also calls would be 50. And let's add some placeholder like type text here. I'm going to save and let's check. Okay, and we don't have our header and let's check. I'm going to open source files and main.js and I can hide this panel and remove all auto-generated code from main.js and also I'm going to add a link to my styles and use my styles from source files and style CSS. Okay, let's try again. And as you can see, now we have our header and our text area. And I'm going to adjust styles in my style CSS. I don't need styles for logos and change place items to justify content. And also can remove styles for logos, card, also read docs. And I'll leave styles for button and also here can remove link. Okay, and now we can add select and button and I'll add div and inside div we'll add a label. Let me add select and select will have ID voice search voice select and also we'll populate options later in JavaScript code and I'll change a label to voice select and also I'll add button and we'll provide ID like pick button and provide text pick. Okay, and now I'm going to open my JavaScript code and let's use document and I'll use object speech synthesis from window. It's a global JavaScript object, and we can use it. And you can check the doc or what it has inside. But I'll take some example from using Web Speech API, and we'll use this example. Okay, and I'll copy paste this code, and I'll remove this query selectors. I need only speech synthesis, and I will save this property into a variable, and also need voices for my select. And let's check what I have next. And we can populate the select element. I'm going to just copy paste the function from the doc, populate a voice list, and you can check the code, and we will save available voices inside browser into our voices variable, and then we'll loop through these voices and add options. We'll create options, and then we'll place this option inside our voice select. And I'm going to add some variable like constant voice select, and use document get element by ID, and will provide my voice select ID. And as you can see in example, we append child for each option to our voice select. Okay, and that should populate our options, and let's check. Now we can call this populate voice list, and for some older browser we have to add some more code. I'll just copy paste this code. You can read more in the doc, and let's check what we have. I'm going to open up, and we don't have list. Let me open developer tools and check. Okay, I have error, and I need to provide let here because I changed the voices. Let's check, and as you can see, we have select, and also we have button, and let's add speak, and add some function to speak. And I'm going to add function and provide function speak. And inside function, I'm going to get my text to speak and value, and actually it will be value from text area. I'm going to use document get element by ID and provide ID of my text area, and I will get value. Okay, I need just value, and let's do console log and check our value. Value equals to text to speak. And now I'm going to create my speech object. It will use constant speech, and now I'm going to use speech synthesis, and I need utterance, and will provide to this web speech API my text to speak, and you can check the doc, and I'll provide my text to speak, and also now I can call speak of my speech synthesis. It will speak and provide my speech. Okay, and now I'm going to add event listener document get element by ID and copy my ID of my button. Okay, and paste it here and add event listener, and we'll listen click event and provide function speak. Okay, and let's check. I'm going to refresh and provide test and press speak.
Test.
And as you can see, we have test, and I'm going to just copy this code.
Text to speech converter.
And we have this text, and let's try to change voice.
Text to speech converter.
And as you can see, the voice isn't working, and we have our text from the text area inside console. And now I can close console, and we need to add functionality to change the voices. And for that, I'm going to modify my speak function, and I'll retrieve my selected option, and I'm going to add const and provide selected voice name, and we'll use document get element by ID, and I will provide ID of my select voice select. And to retrieve the selected option, I'm going to use selected option and get the first and get attribute and provide data name. Okay, let me save, and now I can add this selected voice name and use this selected voice name to find my voice, and I'm going to use my voices and find, and will provide a function for I need some voice that has name voice name equals to selected voice. It will equal to my selected voice name, and now I'm going to save it at some const and provide selected voice. And now I can modify my speech and provide speech voice, and will assign to my selected voice. Okay, and let's try again. I'm going to copy this text and speak.
Text to speech converter.
And now I'm going to change my option.
Text to speech converter.
And as you can see, we have correct voice. And let's change one more time.
Text to speech converter.
And now we can add some styles to our application. And I'm going to add styles for text area, and we'll provide width and make it 100%. Okay, and let's check. And we have changed width for our text area. And also let's add some padding, 1 rem, and also we can add border 1 pixel, solid gray, and let's add some box sizing, like, and make it border box, and so I can provide border radius 10 pixels, and also let me increase font size 1.2 rem. Let's check. Okay, we have styles, And now I can provide styles for select, and we'll add some padding, and we'll make it 0.5 rem, and also can add margin 0.5 rem, and also add some border radius 5 pixels, and let's do background white, and also I can add border 1 pixel, so gray. Okay, and let's check, and we can remove default styles with appearance and provide none. Okay, and let me change styles for this speak, and I'm going just change background color to light blue. Save, and let's check again. I can refresh the page, and now let's try this text speak,
Text to speech converter.
and I'm going to change the voice.
Text to speech converter.
Okay, and change again,
Text to speech converter.
and everything is working. And that's all that I had for today. If you like the video, subscribe to my Dev Web App channel, like the video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.